I'm just gonna like wait until I see the video coming through. Alright. Hello! No, I should probably move this over. In this stream, in today's wonderful, lovely video, we're going to be testing cars around the automation test track in BeamNG. And mainly, we're going to be testing cars made in automation around the automation test track. I did not set up steering wheel and pedals beforehand, which is a slight oversight. But anyway, let's get started. Actually, I'm going to do time trials. So, yes, if someone watching this, you poor soul, I don't know why you're making yourself endure through my stream, but if you are, first off, thank you. And second off, if you want me to test one of your cars around the circuit, I'm going to link my Discord in the description. You can join that and post files there for me to use. I will test about anything and give it a certified time and rank it in a list of all of the cars I test, as long as it drives and it won't get me demonetized. So we're doing this. Yep, my steering wheel is a Logitech G27. Yes, G27. So this is the car I'm going to be testing first. It's just a race car that I made. I like how it looks. I like how it drives. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a little messy, but I did not make it to be perfect. Actually, wait a minute. How do I... Is it main menu? Oh. Aspirated. Let's see, just my voice. I think it's like even. Let me turn beam down a little bit. Has 4.8 liter naturally aspirated. I just realized I probably should have, or should be saying this information when I was showing you around the car. But it has a 4.8 liter naturally aspirated V10. 7-speed sequential. Slight understeer. Mainly because I just wanted this thing to have enough grip. But it is a very fun car to drive. It's very fast. Not the absolute fastest, but it still is very fun to drive. It's been a while since I've tested a car on this track. I forget the how fast that turn decreases in radius. Alright, I promise you I'm a better driver than this, but... Alright, we're already at 128, so this probably isn't going to be sub 2 minutes. I believe this car can get sub 2 minutes. It hasn't been modified from the original Beam mod from automation. Like, I haven't even hidden the chassis on this. Mainly because I built this before I knew how to. It suffers from understeer on acceleration, which I might make a updated version of this. Might make it on stream, but it definitely has potential as a platform. laps then. For now, I'm gonna go down to 5th because that I might be able to stick it through in 6th inside the slingshot. Not right now. And it does make my steering wheel unhappy sometimes. I can, because I'm debating whether I should stick it out through 2nd in that corner, or whether I should drop it down to 1st. Like with this corner, I'd like to first, take it a bit wider, so I don't do that. But oh, is it? Oh yeah, okay. Local best time, 4 minutes. Wow. You know, let's change this configuration. We'll go Infinity Lens, Rolling Star Reverse now. Cool. If my dog feels like joining us, I have his bed up here. He is very adorable. His name is Louis. He's a French bulldog. He's named after the French kings, because, like some of the King Louis, they were tyrants and out of touch with reality. Like my dog is a tyrant and out of touch with reality. So I just found it fitting, but we're just gonna go stick it through 2nd in here. I think the thing about this car is turning in early, because from what I can remember, I made the front tires thinner than I really should have, so I think that's a problem. But nonetheless, we gotta get a benchmark for where it was before I remake it. So that's what we're doing right now. I just remembered that the name of my stream I did not change. So it's still fiber testing with the boys. So hang it around the outside. Alright, I'm gonna have to take it slow and count where my marker would be. Oh, it still drives. Does it steer? It does still steer. Yeah, I can stick it through 2nd if I take a good line, which I had not been taking before. One of the things about, like I am hesitant to call BeamNG a racing sim, but the thing about sim games on a 2D screen or surface is the loss of depth perception. I have a VR headset, which is what I play Assetto Corsa on, which I will maybe stream later. But there is a program where you can translate it into a 2D 2D screen on a 3D space, which gives some sense of depth, but not as much. It's like a fully rendered, like 3D sort of. I know as much as a fully rendered 3D environment does. So it's just, it takes more of a visual approach to others. You can't judge it as much on just track position. So like that tree right there, I saw a tree. It was, I think, like either the last or second to last of the whitish trees. That's when I should be turning in to that corner when it gets sort of past the right quadrant of my screen. So if I take this line, I come in wide, I go out wide, yeah, I should be able to keep it in second. Just I haven't been doing that. Same thing for over here. I'd say very at times. Well, not at times. Just loses its temper. Mainly at low speed cornering. That's a 207. Yeah, that's easy sub 2. Actually, how bad is my front damage? I believe the year is 1989 or 1992, somewhere in that range for this car. So I don't believe it has a carbon fiber monocoque. It does have carbon fiber body panel, so it is pretty light. It's also just a race car. It has nothing in it. I like that. Which you like to get on your bed so you can be seen in stream and people will watch stream for you instead of the bad content that I produce. He is very, very cute, very cool. I just want to get like sub 2. Seconds. Yeah, this thing does not turn when you have it floored. But like right there, that tree, when it passes right here, I should start turning in. Actually, even before that, when it passes the center of my screen, I should start turning in. I also might just want to use the clutch when I downshift. I think that would help because the engine goes from such, well, it doesn't change too many, it changes a couple thousand RPMs between gears, but it's not like incredibly drastic. But I think it is enough to warrant like heel towing it. Parking brake. Do you want to get closer to the camera so people can see your adorable face? Should we play? It usually plays installed correctly. So he has no one to play with. The only person in the house is me. Come here, dog. He's a hefty boy too. Here's my pupper. Here's my very adorable pupper. You want to drive some cars in Beam? I think you just want to play. Actually, you know what? I can change this to dog stream now. Actually, no, I'll do it with 2 G's so I can keep my branding, you know. I can also zoom in the camera. Quality's kinda. Let's see, can I? Oh, well, Louie, I got it all set up so you can play, and now you're just. Want to play on the floor or you want to play on my bed? You want to play outside. I can't play outside right now. Also, it's cold and damp. We have a somewhat large. We have a decently large backyard. He loves to just run around and stuff out there. Right, I'll bring it back to center. If he comes in, then I'll move it back. But currently, we are only in it for the cheese. And that cheese is Beam and Chi. Oh, engine's off. I'm also going to change the title of the stream back to, not back to, testing automation cars in BMG. Description. Let's Discord's server settings are somewhat confusing to me. Let's see. What if I just want, like, to invite a person forever? Like a forever link for everyone. Invite people. Oh, it's because it's the streamer mode thing. Yeah, okay. Can I control V this, please? No? Disabled. You can't see it anyway. Invite people. Copy you. Discord server. Alright. There we go. Average watch time 9 seconds. I doubt anyone's watched this yet. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna move OBS. I can't make it any smaller, okay. We'll just have it right there. have it turned at a decent amount, or like the steering wheel. I have it turned at a decent amount. It just doesn't have enough room for it. Probably be better to take it to the apex on that corner. Right now, so never mind. This thing can't steer. That'd be crazy if this thing steered. We're just gonna have to deal with it, honestly. This car was made for driving at the Circuit de la Sarthe. It's made to be a Le Mans racer, not meant for medium speed cars, mainly high speed and low speed. So, also top speed. I think this thing hits like 240, 250 miles an hour. If it's below 207, I'll be fine with this. 22985. Cool. Well, I'm gonna test another car here. We'll call that at like 2 minutes with no screw-ups. Time trials. Loading up the cars, you know? I need lighting. Like, no, this is my second day of posting YouTubers. Being a YouTuber, posting YouTube videos. Like, you know, and of course I'm very bad at it, but what's my FPS? It says I'm at 60 FPS. Oh, it might be because I'm at a different application. Also, my Windows, I still have not got all of them set up quite right. Okay. Let's try the Datsun Rally thing. This is a car I'm making for a challenge. I haven't actually tried it yet. Did I press the wrong button? I pressed the wrong button. Let's go free roam instead. And I actually should have a map installed. I think it's just Rally Map, yeah. What? Rally Map? Spawn? Just brings me out here. That's weird. Right, Hiroshi Raceway. Fit in default. Maybe. So, for the zeros of people who are watching, how was your day? Tell me. Tell me in the chat. Right now. Do it. Tell me about your day. YouTube, I was not issuing a legitimate threat. That was meant to be a joke about taking a lighthearted situation and pretending it to be serious, therefore invoking humor. It was not meant to be an actual threat, and I am sorry to anyone who I offended or for anyone who perceives that as a threat. I did not intend for it to be. I hope you can forgive me. YouTube, I'm sorry. Hiroshi Raceway direct strip. Can I spawn in this? Apparently I can't. Okay, I'm gonna restart Beam. In the meantime, cancel. In the meantime, I can from my Discord server. Have you ever watched a streamer or YouTuber? I haven't posted a video yet, but have you ever watched a YouTuber by the name of Kyorndog and wondered, man, I wonder if this guy has a Discord server? It turns out I do. And there's a link in the description of this video. You should join it. I am not kidding. I created it about 15 seconds before I went live. I still have much to do on it, but it exists. So I'm going to count that as a W. Can I spawn on Hirochi Raceway, please? I can this time! Though I'm at the figure 8 oval, so I'm gonna have to go around to the actual track. But we still spawn. So, yes. My screen is serving as my main source of lighting right now. It's not good. I'll just say that. Oh, I forgot I subscribed to this mod. Wheel test. Avian Hawkeye. Yes, this is a mid to late 60s mid-engine muscle car. It has 2 cams, and I just sort of threw this together real quick. I am probably going to stream the creation of most of it, post a video about it later, but that's to 7,500 RPM, which, I mean, it's mostly self-explanatory in the sense that it's meant to be a different form of muscle car than the standard front engine layout, but I don't have much else to it than that, which is why I have not posted about it yet, because I'm still like forming the concept, and I'm probably going to completely restart. So yes, am I going backwards? I am going backwards. The widest tires I can put in the back without having poke is 235s. So, also, is this loud? No, just loud for me. I can actually turn it up. Like right there. Yeah, it seems like I'm gonna have a problem with the back split out. My weight distribution isn't working again, so, or the weight distribution you I have. It also might definitely be helped with downforce. Had some downforce in the back would be pretty cool. But we're just testing this out. Okay. It's not extremely stable right now. Also, I didn't adjust the gearing or top speed at all. So, yeah. Did the brakes work? Right, the brakes here. And as you see it, I'd say it's definitely worth a try. Alright. It's undrivable in its current state, but with some work it might be pretty cool. pause the stream for a quick second, and we're just going to we're gonna open automation. So. Yes. Oh well. Actually, no. This is your daily reminder to stay hydrated, drink water, while my mods are loading. If I told you about my Discord server, no, I have told you about my Discord server. I'm gonna tell you that, hey, you watching right now. I don't know why you're watching, but you should subscribe to me. I put out crappy content. I have horrible humor, and I'm bad at the games that I play. So, you should not subscribe. You should definitely not hit that bell icon and turn on notifications. And you should definitely not join my Discord server. And speaking of drinking water, I'm gonna go get some water. So, you should drink water too. Good. Go and get it. Actually, no. Go and get a glass of water right now. Right now, yes, you watching this. Get a drink of water while I go get a drink of water, so we can both be hydrated and sustain living.exe. Alright, we have purified drinking water, only the finest off-brand. Water, good for your body and your body. But yes, you should stay hydrated. You know, hydration is good. That is something I believe that can be said for most things. Alright, let me just alt tab over here. Get those off. Automation. It's up now. Please disregard that. And this. Those are cars that were made at a time when I was not as skilled in the game. So, also, I don't have many. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna delete all of them. Them being the cars that aren't the Petivo Dindon. I'm just gonna move them all. It's only going to be the Petivo Dindon. Actually, can I just add the Petivo Dindon and I'll just move these here. We'll see when I load cars now. Hey, if you didn't check out my last stream, the Petivo Dindon is the pinnacle of automotive engineering and innovation. That's not one of my cars, by the way. I wish it was. But it seems like the Petivo Dindon is not my primary loading screen picture, which we can change right now. Automation, screenshots. Yeah, put you right there. Alright. This wonderful creation. you should check this out. The original car was made by my friend Mailman, and I gave it character. Sorry, I changed its character. It already had an amazing character as a car. You know, it's one of the best, if not the best thing to ever be created in the universe. But I do believe I changed its persona slightly, to say the least. So, yes, it's sort of a brand that I was going for this mid-engined, late 60s muscle car. I'm gonna change the model year, but was a new company that was British, but recently moved to an American market, and they wanted to make something different, which was a mid-engine muscle car. Let me change the name of the stream real quick. Building a mid, please. Engined late 60s muscle car and automation. Just mid-engine late 60s. Save. Alright. Once again, I am changing the purpose of today's stream. We're also going to move the steering wheel over. You can't see it, but I can, so. Yes. The Avian Hawkeye. Screw it, I'm going to do it. Alright. Get it adjusted in my seat. Also, I can move this down. If I do... Where is it? If I do this, can you see that? You can't see that. Alright, that's cool. I'll try to keep my face in the center, but yes. The Avian Hawkeye. A new addition to the American muscle car market, and a unique addition to the booming muscle car. I don't know. We'll make it 1969. 1969 seems like a nice year, you know? Then... variant year. Go down to 69. Don't want it to be 71. I want it to be 69. Not 67, 69. And the pistons are dying. It has a 350 cubic inch V8. And I want to keep it V8. And I'm only going direct acting overhead cam because I didn't want to do push rod, because it would just be moving the engine from a regular muscle car to the mid, or to mid-engine placement. And I think that a direct acting overhead cam is a nice middle ground between push rod and a true like overhead cam system. So it's basically like two push rods cams out, except they are moved from in the center to above. You know, if I make it 60 degree, like piston stretches, there's the what's it called? Gone. We'll go 80 because it's the length, which is what really constrains me. Then also I want it to be a flat plane and a aluminum block and head. So it's not like a true muscle car, but it would fit in the muscle car market. Like, that's what I'm aiming for. And the only reason why they're dying so much is because the bore is longer. I'm sorry, the stroke is longer than the bore. And I wanted it to have at least 350 cubic inches of space. In the 4.2 update, I might change the engine so that it's in the front, but then move it all the way to the back, because I can put a much larger engine in the front, which means I can keep the same displacement while making the bore longer than the stroke, which would very much help with the RPM stress. So we might do that, but until then it's going to be dying. Also, it still scores in the muscle premium. It was scoring in the convertible super when I had it in 1971, but the only reason why it's not right now is because they unlock in 1970, which almost leads me to want to change it to 1970, or at least, yeah, no, if I change it to 1970, I'm changing the entire thing to 1970. Yeah, it scores 94% for convertible super and 353. What is it called? Is it desirability? No. Well, it's a lot, so we're keeping that. And also, oh, why is it not? What got messed up? This. We'll go standard AM radio. It's probably not the most desirable, but luxury, premium. We'll keep it at premium. Support premium. So yes, the mid-engine muscle car. I gave it sort of ahead of its time. Pop-up headlights. Actually, we're just gonna completely get rid of everything here. And do I have my settings at? I do. Okay. So it is the color. Let me make this a bit lighter, or just less flake. You know, we can put it at wrinkle paint, can't we? Look at that. Just perfect. I gave it admittedly ahead of its time headlights so far. I just think that they look good on this body, but I could change them. And I'm going to keep stuff on the door, probably down here, and these until a later time. So this I'm deleting. Deleting that. I'll keep these for now. But yes, the Avian Hawkeye. It's almost like a 4GT. That's what this is modeled after, isn't it? Okay. I just now realized that. But sort of the main design feature currently is these air inlets up here, which, if I'm being honest, I think they're pretty cool. They would let a lot of air into the engine bay. They use this space pretty efficiently, but due to the way that the cutting on the way that patchwork pieces, it's not doing it. Oh yeah, no. If I put them right here, if I look underneath, you can see how it cuts the piece, or like it cuts the sort of groove at a weird angle. And so getting this line to continue over is going to be slightly difficult, but I'm sure we can do it. And so I kind of wanted to put an almost Countach-ish rear wing. Hello, buddy. just wanna lay on my pillows on my bed? See, I actually made my bed slightly for this stream, but do you wanna sit in the bed so people can see you, and they can like my video because you're cute, or you're just gonna? The video's unavailable. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Howdy. Oh, I hate the side profile of my face. My chin is just... Anyway, hello. Welcome. This is my second time doing the intro. I believe people can watch this stream, but in this stream, we're going to be making a mid-engined, late 60s muscle car. And so, this is going to be the Avian Hawkeye. This brand is supposed to be like a foreign market, like maybe a British or maybe a German. I haven't pinned it down quite yet what I want it to be. But it's going to be a foreign company, or not American, that is going to decide to go after a piece of the market that was not unlocked in the 60s, which is the mid-engine muscle car, which sort of just evolves into a supercar, but this is the 60s, so it's a muscle car. And I don't want those to be up, please. Thank you. Yes. So the Hawkeye is powered by a 300, or the Hawkeye is powered by a 350 cubic centimeter V8 that puts out 401 pound-feet of torque and 470 horsepower. And I decided to put it in the rear, or not the rear, the mid, the middle part of the car. Hello, hi Makan. Thank you for saying hello. Yes, you probably saw me post about this, but we're making the Avian Hawkeye. I don't know when you joined, but it's a mid-engined muscle car. I'm just repeating information. Anyway, let's move on. God, I'm very bad at this. Yes, it's a V8 in the middle, so it is slightly cramped. 95.8 millimeters is the widest I can make the bore with the engine fitting, and I wanted it to be at least 350 cubic inches. So to reach that metric, I had to make the stroke 99.6, so it is overbore, and it kind of kills the pistons and conrods and crank, but this doesn't need to be reliable, so it's fine. It's fine. I could probably lower it to like 6,500 and still have it be a pretty like high revving car for the time, but right now I'm keeping it at 7,500 because I don't want to retune this. But I also thought it was cool how it's a direct acting overhead cam, which is sort of like the overhead cam version of a pushrod. I thought that it was just a nice blend of the European overhead cams and the pushrods of America. I thought it was just sort of a nice blend. I kept the head and block material as aluminum, and the crank is flat plane, just because I wanted it to be that way. I might change it to cross plane, but just for that American sound. I lose a little bit of power, but I gain a pound-foot of torque, so let's see how this sounds. You know, I haven't heard it with cross plane before. Not too bad, but this is the car right now. I like how the hood of the 1960s Chargers look, with the sort of two big air vents coming out, so I decided I'd keep that. And I also gave it pop-up headlights, which admittedly look more late 70s or early 80s, but I like them on this body, so I'm keeping them. This is what I have for the rest of the design. I'm probably gonna change a lot of stuff up, but we just have to do that. We're not there yet. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with this shoulder line. I might put a triangle-ish intake right here. I might just leave it bare, but we will see. So I guess the first thing we can start with is making these better. The front line of the hood is slightly curved, and the lines of the horizontal portion of the lines of the air vents, outlets, ducts, whatever you call them, are not parallel with that. So I am going to do I'm going to classify this as a big brain move, but it might not be. So I want to keep basically most of this. I just want to have the front line be parallel with the cut line of the hood. So I'm going to keep those fixtures, these air outlets in place, but I'm going to use these and make sort of a false, not false, but an artificial line right here. Let's make that bonnet. Make that bonnet as well. So it looks like it's just part of a fixture, but it's not. So I think that looks better, and we can just take a few more of these. And why are you like this, automation? There's a bug where if you have a symmetrical piece, it will focus on the wrong one. You can fix that by just placing a new fixture, but sometimes it's annoying. Anyway, we're just going to smooth this out some so that it looks somewhat better. And this car isn't going to be incredibly detailed. I plan to have it mostly finished by the end of the stream, but we are just going to give it a few little lines to smooth it out, like that. It's not a big difference in the sort of angle that these make now. You can see how they are slightly angled back, but I think that it just adds a nice little flow to the car. It just makes them fit better, makes them look a little nicer. So just patch those up. We're going to put a few of these on. Just line that up, move it in, and rinse and repeat. Here, and I'm sorry for the very bad quality of my audio. I'm going to upgrade to a less bad microphone sooner than you think, as Stradman would say. But I do not have that currently, and why wait when you could do something now? So we're doing this now. Gotta start somewhere, you know? So, just placing these in, making it a little more smooth, a little more rounded, giving the edges a little bit more depth so they look better, making sure everything's even, and there. We got ourselves a 1968 Charger-esque hood, but on a mid-engine muscle car, if that exists. So, for the hood, not the hood, the grille, air vent. Oh, goodbye, Macon. We're going to put a nice big air inlet because the radiator is going to be front mounted. So, gotta have a big old inlet for that. And I'll remove the frame so it doesn't spaz like that. I want to have lights up here. Like up here, this area. Not big, but solid design feature. So, that, so I can extend this to about out here. Actually, we're going to put it as two fixtures so it doesn't do the thing where it makes little bumps on the sides. And so the center grille is mainly going to be for cooling of the engine, but I also want little side ones for cooling of the brakes / just airflow and stuff. So we are going to move this out, put that there. So that's sort of the general shape of what I want this front to be like. And I don't know if I want to have the front grille be square or like a trapezoid. I think I want it to be more like a trapezoid. And then that will also give these side intakes a bit more shape. But, oh yeah, you can really see how thin these tires are. Like, they are very small. And then back here, the widest I can go without having poke is 235s, which I just find interesting. Can I fit a solid axle rear in the back? Only McPherson. Yeah, I'd rather have double wishbone than McPherson. Actually, no, because the engine is length constrained. Will that give me more room for wheels? It will not. Make less room for wheels. In fact, alright, just gonna move that back out to 235s. And also drivetrain. This is gonna have a top speed of like 183 and 45 for sportiness. I mean 40 for spacing. It's the same thing. What is down there? My pedals. Let me move these out of the way real quick, so I can scoot up and sit in my desk properly. Alright. Oh yeah, how much does this cost? $78,000. That's pretty expensive for 1970. But sure. We'll go like 66 as the model year. And then new engine. So yes, trim. We will make this body colored for now. And I think I'll just leave the lights. But we're doing the front right now. We are indeed doing the front. So, let's see. Make this nice and big. You can always make it smaller or larger. It's really not much you're tied to in this game. So, we are going to gonna actually lock that to the center. We won't do it for these. Then flip that, make it not mirrored. Flip it upside down, right side up. And make it the width. So, we move this down. Make this a bit smaller. I think to start, that was bad. Let's just move this here. Don't want to do that. I want to flip it, make it not center locked, center snaps, whatever you want to call it. For a little bit, I think it's just going to go straight down, but then it's going to curve in. Nope. So, a lot like, where is it? Very much like, I really like this fixture, except it's going to be at a much more steep angle. So, we won't make it an exact angle, but like this. And I'll leave that for now. Unless there is a I've lately had a problem with these pieces going backwards whenever I load in the car again. Like when I unload and then reload it. Though I actually haven't been using these, so we'll try that. I'll just put this in here, then put this right here. So I've got a nice curved bit there, and we're going to move this in, because why the higgity heck not? And because I'm going to put way too much effort into this car, we're going to make all of these the same width. Let's try 4, 5. Let's just try 4. 4, 5 is closer. And I'm going to make these the trim material. Because why not? You know? My hair looks bad. I promise. I'm going to get a haircut soon. But until then, you're going to have to deal with this menace to society. Alright, what is this? Yeah, 4, 5. 0.5. And right here. Always do that. Click the wrong fixture. that in there. Look at that. This stream's going so good. So, I keep this, do that, flip it around, make it the trim color, and align it here. Actually, I can do it this way too. Move this back. I'm putting it right here. So, rinse and repeat. 0.45. Make it the trim color. Though, I am going to change this. It is a 45 degree piece. This is a 45 degree angle, I believe. It might be 60. No, it's definitely 45, yeah. And I don't think I want it to be that big of a change. So, yeah, I'm just going to make that with several of these. Let's go -60. Yeah, that's more the angle I was thinking of. So, gonna put this here, and then one more time, make this the trim color, and 0.45 on the blue axis. So, do this, half of 60 is 30, or 120. So 150 would be half. No, it would not. What about, okay, we're good. We want -30. That's not the angle we wanted at. Okay, what about +30? No, we want 90 plus 30, which is 110. Yes, I'm sorry I made you suffer through that, if anyone's watching this back. Alright, remove this. I think we only really need one piece here to smooth it out. So, put that here, move this down, and move it down, and put this right here. Easy peasy. Like, the whole high energy streamer thing definitely does not come naturally to me. At least, like, not past the first 10 minutes. Like, when I'm playing a game, especially when I'm doing something like this, like, I'm relaxed. And it's not like my voice is like this, where I'm gonna be like high energy and talking and like, wow, you should subscribe, like caffeine, which I don't have in my system. I don't know what that was, I'm sorry, but I think you got my point. Like, that's not what I'm like. Though I don't want my voice to be like droning on and just like really like this, where it's like quiet and I'm tired and it's like my throat is sore, and like that's not what I want to be. And I can feel myself talking like that, not subconsciously, but I can just feel myself like naturally talking like that. So I have to try and talk with a more engaging tone, I guess you could call it, because it does get a little quiet and monotonous, that voice does. So I gotta find that right balance, and it's definitely not going to come naturally, but I believe that with enough effort, enough practice, time and dedication, I could definitely get it down. So we've got to start somewhere. So currently, smoothing out. I'm doing the head tilt technique. It gives you a plus 15% extra accuracy when you're placing parts, especially when you're doing it at an angle. By tilting your head, it actually does give you like a plus 15% boost in that stat. So I'm just gonna bring it over. Move that there. Not the best ever, but still pretty good, pretty decent. So we're just gonna move that up right here. Move this. Nope, this right here. Please, thank you. I can move that up some. Alright, cool. We got ourselves a nice hexagonal intake grill, whatever you call it. I'm gonna fill in these sections real quick. This, one of the most underutilized fixtures in the game, I feel. They are great for patching up, where's that, right here, curved pieces, like so. Especially when they are larger, like a more complex shape. When you can't just use a square, they are very useful, actually. Another little trick is putting it at 0.01 thickness. It just makes it that much closer to the body. So, like, right there, that's when I felt my voice going into the droning mode. And it's not like the content of what I was saying was not exciting, but my voice wasn't exciting. And I think people are gonna fall asleep with that voice. Which, hey, it might be my content. Nice, relaxing sleep automation builds. Chill automation builds to study and relax too. That'd be hilarious. I'm just gonna put that there. Yep. Do that. Those are all, there's only one color for here. So if I am going to do a two-tone, which I might, I'm going to have to do it sort of a custom one. And one last thing I'm going to do is put a patch here, put that in, make it skinny, and cover up that. Excuse me. There's a little bit of a gap left here, so I'm just gonna move this here. Nope, I don't want to make it wider, I want to move it down. Please, thank you. So, look at that. got ourselves an air bit. Now we just got to adjust this thickness. We'll put it at like 0.3, I think, to begin with. Though that does make... Now that's odd. It should all be behind it, but... Sometimes it does go in front. No, that's part of this. That is odd. Well, I'm going to make that body colored anyway, so might as well leave it. Do I have that? Yeah. Oh, okay. So putting that as 0.3. Another 0.3. Another 0.3. Yet another 0.3. Oh man, another 0.3. And then, I can't believe it, another 0.3. Alright, and just gonna move that outward some. Move that outward some. Yes. And make this body color. Alright, there are my parents. They are now home. They do not know I am streaming. I am going to turn off my cam so that they do not know, or that they cannot be seen, because they do not want to be seen. So, I'm going to, if they do walk in, I'm just gonna say that I'm live. This is the first time this is happening too. This is new, uncharted territory. So, actually I'm making this black for now. And you know what? This car is going to be like futuristic. So we're going to use the hexagonal mesh. In a normal muscle car, I would use the square mesh, but we're going to use hexagonal today. Actually, I don't even think that the front needs mesh, because it's going to have a radiator there. So yeah, this is the 60s. So I'm going to have this edge mirrored, the sloping up right here. And there was a fixture piece that I saw that I always use. It's from the C4 Corvette, I believe, but I can never find it. Here it is. But I really like, and I might just use it here. It's slanted up slightly. No slant. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. If I did what I wanted to do, I would make it match the curvature of the front body line, but we are not going to do that. At least yet. So, I propose we move on to a different portion of the car for now. The back, I'm probably going to keep how it is, and the back would have a mesh. So, let's see. I basically just want to have like an air outlet in the back. Just standard grill like this, but not this definitely. But just vents. It's almost like there's a category for vents that I completely forgot about. So, put the vent there, putting the vent here. Does this give me any ideas? Does two of them give me any ideas? I wonder. You know, I could, if I show you a piece with body morphing, could do something like this where I have two of them in this regard, this shape. But actually, maybe just one. If I go over to vents, something like this might do the trick. Maybe it's just like a continuation of the top. That might work. And I can do translucent this. That doesn't look too bad. Though I would need to fill it up. I would put the license plate there. That's not where license plates are. They're in the license plate thing. Carbon approach. Oh, that's cool. Not safe for motorworks. NFSMW. Not for. I don't know. Though I am Texan, we are going to put Texan license plate on here. If I could find it. Where is it? Texas, why do you hide from me? Just looking for it. There's a lot of number plates. Here's Texas 2000. I like the Texas 2012 better. But apparently, Texas 2012 has disappeared off the face of automation. So, I guess we can just use Texas 2000 for now. Just gonna put it here, that there. Center snapping is on. And actually, you know, I would have this as deeper with the mesh going straight up and down. So let's do that. Put that there, put that there. Put this here. Move that out. Make it go wide. And bring it back. Reel it in. It's like this. And then I would make it like that, so that it's sort of an indent overhang looking thing. I can move the license plate anymore. Yeah, like that. That doesn't look bad, except for back here, but we're gonna ignore that for now. Then I can move these up, which I think would be pretty cool, especially in the 60s, having them like up and away like this. But I don't know. It still seems quite barren in the back. And I don't think I need any more ventilation, or at least any more functional ventilation with all this back here. I could flip them upright. That would be very cool in the 60s. Also very cool today. But it does not, but automation doesn't like it, at least. Though we could just do the trick where we push it back and then stretch, or actually just stretch. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. I think if we put that right there, and then, let's see, where's the exhausts? This. Can you hear that? You might be able to hear that. That's my dog. Once again, I am sorry. They do not know what streaming is, or what video is. They do watch TV, which is slightly surprising. Yeah, so essentially what I'm doing is I'm just putting each of those on top and on bottom. Hello, dog. How do you do? What do you want? Do you want companionship? Do you want to go outside? What do you want? Tell me. Don't you speak English? Oh, that's heavy. I think they just wanna sit in my lap. Alright, I'll move this back down now. Oh, there. Yeah, right here. I like to lay down in my lap. I don't know if I'll be able to get them in frame, but no, okay, apparently they don't want that. Anyway, back to the build. I like this a little bit less. Alright. Put this here, move this inwards. Nope. I want you to go not too far, but just enough. And I'm gonna take one of these pieces, quickly becoming my favorite mod. And put that there, just so it's smooth. Then to make it a bit more continuous, actually I'm going to put those in. Make this as thin as those. Right there. Easy. Though, of course, I'm also going to have to make them thin, because I might color these at a later point in time. I'm actually going to make them a different color group right now. Now, I'm just waiting for them to walk in. Can I make them deeper? Alright, I can. I'm gonna do that. Oh, but it's not deep like that. Alright, well, I don't want this to be a extremely detailed build. Kind of want to have it done by the end of the day. So, we're just gonna make a new color real quick. Paint, no shine, no flake, just black. Caramoja. Interesting. So, as you see, it's cutting that body. So, I'm just going to take a patch, make it tiny, and put it on there. Let's see. Let's go 0.02. Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing the thing again where my voice is boring. Let's try 0.05. And I'm gonna put that right there. Probably gonna take this again. Just use it as a, let's see, here, use it as a little curve piece, flat section of curve. I don't know what to call it. Right here. That in, out. Yes. Might make it a bit farther out. That works. I should be able to just flip that and use it over here. Like so. Yes. That looks so much better. Not a lot of that was mirrored. Mirrored, 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 mirrored. Not mirrored, and not mirrored. Cool. Look at that. Got some exhaust outlets. Though the exhaust is routing to those now. So we'll see if it attaches to these. It still isn't. What am I going to have to do to make it attach to here? Because I wish there was a way to sort of select which exhaust fixture the exhaust routes to. Because if you could, it'd be really easy to do things like this, where you use technically more than one exhaust fixture, but you only want it to route to one. You keep on selecting the wrong plane of movement. In fact, I don't even want a plane of movement, I want an axis of movement. Green. If I move it out, does it connect? If I move it in, it doesn't connect. How do I make it connect? I guess we'll just leave it how it is for now. I still think it looks cool. It's not going to pop. There's going to be no fireball, so should be fine. And then for back here, I think we could just, yeah, this thing has a lot of variants. Take a look at this. I had it right the first time. Right here. This could evacuate some air out of the wheel well. And you wouldn't have anything. but I'm still going to put that there for the time being. Hello again, dog. You're sitting like you want to snuggle, but
whenever we do snuggle, you just run away. Come here.
Here he is. That's my precious pup. Little doggo. Are you tired? You've been playing all day. Get my attention. He's resting his head on my chair arm. The chair arm of my armchair. Chair arm of my armchair. Alright. So. Alright. The back isn't perfect, but it's decent. I wish I could align these a bit more, but I cannot. The sides, mostly unfinished, but the front also largely unfinished, just cut. Let's put a radiator in here real quick. I don't want to use an intercooler. I want to use a radiator. Oh, here it is. Retech. Make that transparent. Bring it in some out. 3D. Rotated it some and put it here. Wow. Ain't that a radiator? So, again, we are going to try to put a mesh on here. I might just keep it this time. What if I change it to, I don't know. There's also these. I just like looking at how the alternate ones would appear. But I think the hexagonal fits it well. My dog is now asleep, and I cannot move. So, gonna move this over here, bring it up to here, and align that to, actually no, keep it at 1. So, okay, just gonna give it the same treatment. And I like to use the long D-line, just because at the ends, the point of where it removes the body, it removes it at a much wider portion. For example, if I stretch this out, you can see how it doesn't go all the way, and that shows up in beam. And so I just like using this, even if I have to make it smaller. So. Just do this, bring it out, bring it back in. I want to have that be parallel. So, gonna move this right, not right there, right here, right here, yes, no, right. Wait for it. Wait for it. Still wait for it. Right, no. Right here. Yes. Right there. Exactly there. Perfect. Magnificent. I'm going to put this here. You know what? Let's do a big brain move. Oh. Love it, I'll go. Alright. Cool. Gonna use, oh no, that's bigger. We want the smaller one. And right here, scale it correctly. Right there. Look at that. Move this in so that right there we can get that little sliver that had appeared. So I think we can use 2 pieces for this one. Just from there, right there, and then right here. So sorry for, once again, bad setup. If y'all have any suggestions of things that y'all want me to change, you can put it in my Discord. You should definitely do that. Alright. Actually, you know what? Bring this out and over here, rotate it 180, and I'm just going to put, actually we'll give it 2, because it's small, but it's still a large angle. Alright. Got nicely shaped. nicely shaped front air brake ducts. Not ducts for air brakes, they are air ducts for brakes, yes. Alright. We're doing this. Right, gonna put that there, cover this all up, make that body colored, do the same thing over here, then wow, we have better looking front now. And actually, I'm going to make these slightly smaller so that they line up more with here. So, yes. It doesn't look the best, but I'd say it doesn't look bad. I would also say I underestimated the amount of curve I wanted here. I know it's not great. I'm going to change it later. But I also don't need to use the thing anymore. This piece. So it's working. We got it. We got it, boys. So yes. Cool. I think we can also put mesh in here, but I am going to have it farther back, so that it not only adds a layer of depth, but so that you can see a visual distinction between the two, which also indicates different purposes and directions that they go in. So, if I do this, does it fix a lot of the issues, or... Let's see. If I like just do that, put it, yeah, no. Right there. And look at that. Look at that. I'd say we got pretty good progress. We got the back-ish. I already had these done. Got the front done-ish. Hello, dog. What do you want?
Sleep, and then you whine, and then you sleep, and then you whine, and there's nothing else. And then you sit
Right where my chair should be. You know, I might make a video of just a Louis compilation, but that would be for another time. Let's see. I was pinged on Discord, but I didn't get any notification. Weird. Anyway, I think that I'm going to hop off for a bit. Might come back later tonight, finish this. But I think we got a decent amount of progress done. So, before I go though, there's got to be like a crazy color it's known for. Like maybe a pink or magenta. That just like it's so out there. Like this. I actually like that. Ooh. Let's see, if I increase the pearl on it, not that much. Like to right here. Can I have like a light blue? No, dark blue. purple tone, undertone, pearl color. Yeah, okay. Then shine, I'll bring it down some to like 40. Pearl, bring it up to like 50. And bring this to more of a purple color. Maybe make this a bit more faded. Yes. Bring that down to 35. Maybe put the flake at like 0.10. Yes. Though I think actually in the 70s, 60s, 50s, whatever you call it, 80s, the shine would be a little bit more. But yes, I think we'll leave it at that for now. So let's see, let's throw it into a photo scene real quick. I'll put it as the thumbnail. You know, this car would be in an 80s design room, but let's do like white mirror maybe? Oh, wow, okay. Yes. Just, yes, great photo taking skills. You could also do this. Camera, focus on car. You could also rotate it. It just looks so weird. I don't know. You know, I'm really not good at using the photo tool, so I might make it like, not a meme, but just a part of my builds, a part of my showcases, just bad pictures. I'm gonna make it a bit closer though. Right here. Why not? We'll just take that photo. We will do something with it later, but right now, I think it is time to end the stream. Of those that are watching this, why? I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed it. And I hope I will see you next time. Though, if any sense of self-preservation exists in you, you will stray far away from this channel. So, see ya. Have a good day. I always forget where the button is. See ya. Have a good day.